So, you may be asking, why did we start writing a story at the beginning of a poetry class? And the reason is because the type of poetry that we're talking about today, the ballad, is actually a narrative type of poem. So it tells a story. So I thought it might be fun to use a more traditional storytelling technique because sometimes when people are getting new to poetry or they just sit down to write poetry, they get a little stuck right at the beginning and they say, "Oh my gosh, it's a poem. It's got to rhyme. It's got to do this. It's got to do that," which is not at all true. None of those things are true about poetry. But even if you're going to try to do a form where that is true, that can sometimes get in your way. Excuse me. So I wanted to give us some juice to start working with. And if you
Sure.
so you were thrown into something that you haven't done in 5 years, and you're using all of these skills that are skills. And so they do get a little bit rusty and they go to the back of our, you know, I wrote a poetry book last year. So poetry is something that I've been working a lot with. And let me tell you, this is not something that I'm going to put in a poetry book. I mean, it's just not going to happen.